So this is the euro dollar analysis for Friday, 24th of November. So let's have a look what happened with prices on 23rd of November. Now, on the 23rd of November, we were just here. We've had the strong move to the upside. We had the inverted head and shoulders. Had a continuation to the upside from there. So let's see. So we've come up past to this 1830. We're saying we're expecting a pullback and a test of 1830. Had a bit of a consolidation, but we did break above that, above the 1830. So we've come into this zone in around this 1860. Over here to the left of the chart, we did see some sell side momentum coming from that 1860, and we do appear at present to have some sell side momentum coming into the market at 1860. Now we're outside normal market hours. I think we're during the Wellington session here, so it's a pair that I wouldn't expect to see much range to, as we're outside the European or the US session. Now we are seeing a bit of a pullback from this in around the 1860. So we did go as high as let's just check this out. We did go as high as 1855 essentially, and we are seeing a bit of a pullback. So let's look for areas where we might see a pullback too. So we've got 1830, which has acted as resistance in the past. So we'll see if we pull back to 1830 before we see a continuation to test at 1860, beyond which we're looking for 1910. I'm just going to change the scaling of the chart here so we can see the 1910 on the chart. There we go. Here we go. There we go. So if we pull back to 1830 again, we'll be looking to see our price react around at 1860, beyond which we're looking for prices to come up to this 1910, which has been a very strong major level, where we potentially see a pullback or a pullback consolidation before a move upwards towards that 120 level. Now, if we will have a pullback, or we'll have a breakdown possibly to retest at 1830. Might have a pullback consolidation before we do break that 1910. Now, if we pull back down to 1830, we do not hold that level. We're looking to see our price react around at 1810. We have seen 1810 as an area where we have seen some sell side momentum come into the market. So as we approach it from above, it may act as support. So we might see some buy side momentum come into the market from this 1810, possibly for a retest of 1830, beyond which we're looking for 1860, and then all the way up to 1910. If we're not able to hold 1810, I wouldn't pay, even though I've got 1790 marked out in charts, I wouldn't place too much emphasis on this 1790. So what I'll do is target 1771, as it has been a very strong level in the past. So I'll definitely target from 1810. I'll be looking at 1771 for more buy side momentum to come into the market. Let's see, 1771. If we do break beyond that level, we have to see our prices do break. React to this 200 period moving average. Again, we've got a limited session in the US. I think it's a half day in the US, so the volatility may not be there in the euro dollar beyond the European session and the subsequent crossover. So for most of the action will possibly take place during the first couple of hours during the crossover between the US and the European session. So near the close of the European session, we may see volatility drop by quite a bit. So we've got a 200 period moving average here. It's in and around that 1771 now at present. So it may act as a confluence for us to see more buy side momentum come into the market, beyond which we're looking at prices coming down all the way down to 1728, possibly stolen at 1750 before coming down to 1728, which I expect to be the far end of range to the upside. Possibly beyond 1910, we're looking at the 120, but we'll possibly see some strong resistance in around 1910. So I can't anticipate us moving much beyond 1910, but if we do move beyond 1910, we'll be targeting the 120 region above. So let's just have a look at the daily chart before wrapping up here. If we go over to the daily chart and get the scaling on here correct. On this daily chart, we do look bullish. The primary trend we have here is we came down to this consolidation, briefly broke below there, 1612. We've got this very strong candle and we're still operating in shadow of it. We've pulled back. We found support at a major level in around at 1771 essentially, and we have seen strong buy side momentum come into the market. We've had the candles closing near their highs, and the candle on the 23rd again closing near its highs. It wasn't as didn't have quite the range of the candle on the 22nd. Not as strong a candle in terms of its size, but again it closed near its high, so we are expecting further continuation. And there are a few levels that we are looking at in around this 1860, before that 1910, which we've already discussed. So that should wrap up the euro dollar analysis. Thanks for watching.